Test, test, test. Test, test. Test. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Banks Braves Volleyball. Tonight the Braves getting ready to host the Warrenton Warriors, tied for second at 7-2 in Coastal Range League Play 3A district representing Northwest Oregon. Good evening. I'm voice of the Banks Braves, Trevor Beard. Just two more matches left after tonight, and unfortunately the Braves will not be advancing to the state tournament like last year. Tonight the Braves hosting Warrenton 14-5 overall, 7-2 in league play. Banks 4-11 overall, and 2-6 in Coastal Range league play. Warrenton will be wearing their purple uniforms with the white trim, white numerals on the front and back, black shorts. The Braves, the white tops with navy blue numerals, navy blue and Vegas gold arrowhead logo over the just inside the left shoulder. Navy blue, almost black shorts except for the libero, who will be wearing a navy blue shirt, white numeral with Vegas gold trim and white trim on the end of the sleeves. The Warriors are coached by Kimberly Nichols, assisted by Eric Suh. The Braves are coached by Diana Herb. We're going to take a short intermission and take care of some public address duties, and when we come back, we'll have the rosters for both teams and the first serve on Banks Braves Volleyball on Westside's Greatest Hits and Westside Mobile Media. And we're back, just about set for the opening serve between the Banks Braves and the Warrenton Warriors. Banks will be the home team, starting on the west end of the court to our right. We're high above the north side of Banks High School, which is located about 25 miles northwest of Portland. Starting serve for the Braves will be number 12, Morgan McCraw, sophomore setter. McKenna King, far side, returned by Herrera for the Warriors. McCraw sets up Jansen to the kill, and it's blocked but out of bounds to the near side. So Banks comes up with the first point of tonight's match. Serve again from McCraw is an ace. Kiki Olsen let it go, far back corner, 2-0 Braves. Again, Lauren Jansen with a couple of steps deep behind the server's line, about 2 to 3 feet deep behind the line, and it's an ace that time, 3-0 Braves. From the right low block. This time sets it up, tipped at the net, and McKenna King got it off a tip after a couple of Braves tried to play it off from a knee, trying to keep it off the floor, and he misplayed it near the back wall, but still a nice start for the Braves against a much tougher Warrenton Warriors team. Braves with a 3-1 lead. First serve for the Warriors, London O'Brien off the net, far side. Mallard gets it back from McCraw. Dug out by the libero Lions for the Warriors. Far side returned by Herrera. Dug out by McCraw. King sets it up for Mallard. Dumps it over the top. And Herrera can't get there. Tried to slide a hand underneath it as she goes to the floor. Quick side out, back to the Braves in a 4-1 lead. Nice start for the home team in the opening set. Serve from Jansen this time. Dug out by Lions for Warrenton. Too much back time. On the far side from Jamie Annett. Puts that out back to Warrenton. 4-2. Their JV team trying to inspire their team into taking the lead back and hoping for a first set victory. Serve from Herrera deep from the baseline far side. No problem getting it across the net. King is blocked at the net, dug out by McCraw. Ballgraf returned by Janicek from out of bounds near side in front of her own bench. Dumped over by Emma Smith, returned by Ballgraf to the Braves. Diving to the floor, and Emma Smith tried to keep it off the net and hit it underneath. Warrenton couldn't bring it back, 5-2. Banks with a 3-point lead early in the first set. Marissa Herbert the serve from just left of the center of the key. Right about underneath where the basketball hoop would be. Misplayed by Herrera near back corner, but returned by Emma Smith, and it's down the line near side. She can't chase it down. 5-3, side out back to Warrenton. Serving Emma Smith. Couple steps below the left low block outside the key. Good 2 to 3 steps behind the line, almost to the baseline. And dug out by Mallard. McCraw. Janicek near side. Tipped to net by Warrenton. Herrera out of the back row on the return for Warrenton. Shook to McCraw. Back sets to King from out of bounds. Misplayed it. And is going to come up short on her third attempt. 5-4. Warrenton within one in the first set. I want to thank all our sponsors. Jason Bond Remodeling, our presenting sponsor. Jim's Market. I'll get you the rest here during the contest. McCraw gets it from Mallard, returned by Shook out of the back row. Herrera, far back corner for Warrenton, returned by Annett, dug out by the Braves. Shook, McCraw able to pull it back from front of her own student section on a blackout night. And returned by Warrenton, but long off the upper from Kiki Olsen, front row near side from the Warrenton offense. Side out back to the Braves, clinging to the lead, able to stretch it back to 2 for the time being at 6-4. McKenna King to serve. Just a step above the block just outside the key, and it's going to be long. 6-5 back to Warrenton. Braves, the serve from Emma Jasmine. Dug out by Shook. Mallard goes late and dumped over by King. Nearly a communication error leading to a Warrenton point that would have tied it. The Warriors returned by Herrera out of the back row, far side. King sets it back to Janicek, trying to find a hole in the Warrenton defense. They're all over the place. King, far side off the return. Evie now in the match, gets it across for the Braves. And it's misplayed by Shook. Tied at 6 in the first set. Serve from Emma Jasmine for Warrenton, returned by Mackenzie Donnelly for the Braves, dug out by Lyons. Annett on the kill, dug out by Mallard. At the net, lob just over the top, and it's going to work as a kill for Jamie Annett. Warrenton with their first lead of the match at 7-6. Jasmine serve, dug out by Shook. Janicek far back corner, set across by Mallard. Lyons, near side back row for Warrenton, returned by Herrera. Janicek coming to get it as King, back to Janicek near side. Dug out by Herrera, far back corner for Warrenton. Tipped over by London again to the point. McKenna King unable to get there, and Warrenton now with a 2-point lead at 8-6 in the first set. Serve from Jasmine. Warrenton serve picked up by Shook. King far side front row. Janicek goes late in front of Mallard and returns it for the point. Apparently Warrenton thought it was wide, looked wide from up here, but Braves get the side out back, trailing by 1 now, 8-7. Jocelyn Janicek with the serve just inside the left low block. Just a step above. Warrenton on the return is Annett. Donnelly. Far side back corner, near side back corner. Nice job to angle it from the far side. And able to track it down. Olivia Lyons, the Warriors libero. We're tied at 8. Janicek again the serve. Same spot, just one step above the left low block inside the key. Dug out by Herrera. Jasmine over the top, London O'Brien. Janicek. Jansen on the return to the Braves. Jasmine gets it across. Donnelly to Jansen to the Braves on the return. Blocked by Donnelly, but Lucy Smith now in the match gets the return around the block attempt from Mackenzie Donnelly, and Warrenton regains the lead 9-8. Serve from Warrenton is an ace. Janicek dives and comes up short. Jamie Annett with the ace off the serve, 10-8 Warrenton. Student section comes alive. Mallard Started across on the dig out of the back row. Returned by Bannock. Janicek back row, misplayed it, but Jansen able to save itself out of the net by using the near side net pole. King off the return from Warrenton. Donnelly sets up Evie. Too much. Power goal 3 or 4 feet. And Warrenton with an 11-8 lead. Also, I want to thank Sarah Hesselman, Premier Property Group. Serve from Bannock this time is long. 11-9. Side out back to the Braves. Also want to thank Legacy Roofing, the Hayes Custom Embroidery, Main Street Pizza of Banks, want a credit union. Serve from Bogroff far side. Return by Lucy Smith, diving is Donnelly. Unable to get underneath it. 12-9. Side out back to Warrenton. Again, we are unable to bring you actual live game footage due to contractual streaming agreements with another national streaming network provider with OSA and Banks High School. Far side on the return in the match is Kimber Paris, and it's long. 12-10. Side out back to Banks, trailing by 2. Morgan McCraw back for her second set of serves in the rotation. London O'Brien, too much for Maller, and Jansen gets through the block. 13-10. Side out back to Warrenton. Into the match, Emma Jasmine coming out, replaced by Kiki Olsen. London O'Brien will serve from the transparent B on the baseline. Navy blue, a good 7 or 8 feet off the service line. Janicek, McCraw returned by King near side. On the return over the top. Olsen on the return for Warrenton. King far side, aiming for the far back corner, just long. 14-10, Warrenton with the advantage. Banks had a 5-1 lead early. Bogroff off the serve. McCraw. Mallard comes up to the net for the return. Pulled back off the net by O'Brien. Returned by Warrenton. Janicek. Across from McKenna King for the Braves. Returned by Warrenton. Janicek and Bogroff both go to the floor. Janicek able to get a little on it, but can't get it to a teammate. 15-10. Warrenton by 5. Be played into the bleachers, into the student section by the Braves. Timeout Banks. 16-10 Warrenton. Banks had a 5-1 lead to start the match. And once again, unforced errors causing another team to make a big run and take the lead midway through. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Jason Bond Remodeling.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
And we're back. Also want to thank Scoggins Creek Coffee of Yamhill, Carlton, and Gaston, specialty screen printing of Yamhill, GorgeNet Internet Service Provider, Wanna Credit Union, the likeness of you, Westside Mobile Media, that's us in Oregon National Guard as we resume play, and that time the serve from London O'Brien misses wide in front of the student section. 15. 15-11, side out back to the Braves. The serve from Jansen. Dug out by Lyons. O'Brien, far side back corner. Panic, dug out by Bogroff. McCraw back sets it to King, dug out by Lyons for Warrenton. Punched over by Paris, near side for the Warriors. McCraw near side to Janicek. Again, Lyons pulls it back in play. And it on the return from Warrenton. King to Janicek. Across the net. Warrenton far side. Tiki Olsen on the return off the net. Janicek dives to the floor. Return by King. Back to Warrenton. Returned by Anna. Tipped. Jansen able to pull it back and into the bleachers. Nice effort from Jansen, or from McCraw. Off the effort from Jansen, but it's going to be well short as she ran. McCraw ran out of room. 17-11. Warrenton in the first set. Herrera will serve deep far side, all the way on the baseline. Bogroff, and it's going to go behind the bleach, behind the Braves bench. And the chairs 18-11 in favor of Warrenton. Alina Herrera. And just touching the baseline, her serve to Janicek, returned by Mallard. Lyons keeps it in play. Blocked, pulled back by King and Mallard, and then Mallard tried to avoid McCraw, and the ball hits the floor. And again, communication issues that time. 19-11. After Banks had control early at 5-1. Again, Herrera the serve, a little bit shorter this time. Bogroff misplays it, but too shook. Returned by Mallard. Lyons. O'Brien sets it up for Emma Smith. McCraw, Janicek comes up short. 20-11, Warrenton well in control in the first set. Again, Melina Herrera. Turns 90 degrees to the net. Turns parallel to the net to start her serve, and then Braves come up with the return across the net. Warrenton is short, getting it back across. 20-12. Marissa Herbert will serve for the Braves, down 8. Football tomorrow night at Florence. Sayusla, the opponent, currently the third playoff team out of the Mountain Valley Conference. A non-league matchup for the Braves. Evie to McCraw, returned by King. Nice. Lyons was out of place, and she can't get there in time. 20-13. Serve from Herbert is an ace. Lyons did not get there in time. Her teammates thought she just got a hand underneath it, but it's an ace for Herbert, 20-14. That time coming up short into the bottom of the net, 21-14, as Mallard comes in to replace Herbert. Emma Smith enters to serve for the Warriors. From Smith, shook. She probably should have let that one go. Mallard tracks it down all the way near the back wall, returned by Janicek. Not sure why that wasn't an error by O'Brien. She came all the way across onto the Braves side, it looked like, to pull the ball back in play. And Janicek nearly rolls over the top of it. 22-14 Warrenton. We're going to have a timeout, Banks. Warrenton taking over with an 8-point lead late in the first set at Banks. Warrenton, the second place team in Coastal Range League with a 22-14 lead. We'll take a 30-second break and return after this from Jim's Market.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back 22-14, Warrenton with the lead. McCraw gets it in front of a diving effort from Herrera and Emma Smith for Warrenton, 22-15. The serve from McKenna King. Going underneath the net is Emma O'Brien, 22-16. Braves with a 6-point lead. The Braves trailing by 6 with back-to-back points late in the first set. And up short on the serve that time is McKenna King, 23-16 as it goes into the bottom of the net. Side out back to Warrenton. Serve from Emma Jasmine, dug out by Mallard, kept off the floor, returned by Janicek, far side, front row block. Evie, King can't get there in time, 24-16 set point for Warrenton. Emma Jasmine, again to serve for the Warriors. Far side, dug out by Shook, or near side, dug out by Shook. King, returned by Donnelly, Lions far side. Mallard off the return from Annett for Warrenton. Lions back to Annett, pulls it off the far side, just gets it across off the, as it tips the top of the net. Returned by the Braves. Lions again to Annett, pushes it across. Now we're going to get a hitting roll on Warrenton, 24-17. Side out back to the Braves. From Janicek, dug out by Herrera. Returned by Annett, dug out by Mallard. Gets it back from King. Lyons is there for Warrenton, far side. Dumped over by Jasmine O'Brien, wide. In front of the student section, 24-18. Janicek serve. Herrera back sets it to Jasmine, back sets it to Annett, and kill is too much for McKenna King as her attempt goes into the back wall, and Warrenton wins the first set 25-18. We'll take a 2-minute break and return in just a moment after this from Sarah Hesselman, Premier Property Group.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748. Legacy Roofing can save your home from leaks, mold, and other issues related to an older roof, preventing future roof issues, saving you thousands of dollars. They use only the most trusted materials backed by an excellent warranty that is transferred if you ever sell your home. Legacy is tops in their field, earning the GAF Master Elite certification and the Golden Pledge warranty. For more information or to get a free quote, call 503-357-7663 today. Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises cap. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
And we're back. Start of the second set. Warrenton up 1-0, 25-18. Warrenton will get the first serve to start the second set as Banks started fairly well with a 5-1 lead in the opening set, but still found a way to lose 25-18. First serve from Warrenton. Lennon O'Brien is returned by the Braves, dug out by Lions. For Warrenton, Annett. Or Emma Smith, her return is played beautifully by the Braves, but Warrenton able to come up with the return. King is played, but McCraw able to pull it back away from the bleachers. Braves with fighting for an incredible return. Janicek near back corner tries to keep it off the floor, but first point of the second set will belong to Warrenton, 1-0. Algroff will come out. Then jump serve from O'Brien. Far side shook. Misplays it. It's going to go high above the basketball support on the west wall. 2-0 Warrenton. And the Braves finally get their first point of the second set, trailing 2-1. So from Jansen. Returned by Lions, a libero for Warrenton. McCraw jumped over by Mallard, has it right back in the face. Wasn't quite ready for it, and Jansen there, but unable to pull it back off the net on the third attempt. 3-1, a quick side out for Banks. Herrera. Serve from Molina. Herrera deep. Again, far side from the baseline. McCraw to Mallard. Right back in the face of O'Brien. Wasn't ready for it. Stuck her hands up. And Lions couldn't track it down near the scores table. 3-2, side out back to Banks. So from Jansen is return long from Annett, and we're tied at 3. Braves have had discipline issues this season with trying to play stuff that's either wide or long from opponents, and that time able to hold off. Serve from Jansen, and it over the top. Janicek pops it up, gets it back from McCraw. Dug out by Herrera, far back corner for Warrenton. And it on the return, dug out by Janicek. And McCraw didn't get enough on it. Mallory dove to the floor, and it's going to be, I think, too many touches from the Braves. 4-3. Warrenton back with the lead. So from Emma Smith for the Warriors. Janicek to McCraw. Shook out of the back row far side, diving late. Near side, diving late is Emma Smith. Tied at 4. Short-lived side out for Warrenton. In the Braves is Bogrov. Or Evie replacing Bogrov, and Herbert will replace Maller. Marissa Herbert to serve. Serve from Herbert. Back row, Herrera out of the center position. Lucy Smith, far side for Warrenton on the return. Janicek just about 6 inches too long. 5-4, side out back to Warrenton. Maller will come in for Herbert. Jasmine. Right hand delivery. Janicek near side. McCraw back sets to Evie. Dumped it over. Braves almost caught off guard. Warrenton with a backhand return off the first touch. And again, Mallory popped one up that probably would have gone long. And Jansen unable to track it down. 6-4 Warrenton. Then the serve from Jasmine. Jansen, Evie, and McCraw both look at each other as it hits the floor in an area around them. 7-4 Warrenton. Again the serve from Jasmine. Maller misplays it. McCraw able to pull it back off the net. King on the return. Herrera. Jasmine returned by Lyons for Warrenton. McCraw back sets it off the net to King far side. Lyons is there for Warrenton. Jasmine punched over by Lucy Smith, but we're going to get a hitting error on Warrenton. 7-5, side out back to the Braves. Braves back within 1 at 7-6. And Donnelly off the top of the net, Warrenton far side. Able to block it, but can't come up with the return, and we're tied at 7. Serve for McKenna King that time comes up short into the net, 8-7 Warrenton. Serve to Maller, center of the back row. Donnelly to Shook, near side back corner. Jasmine, returned by Kimber Paris for Warrenton. King to Shook out of the back row. Annett to Jasmine, Paris far side block. Donnelly back to Evie, nice job to pull it back off the net. Returned by Annett. Maller dives late, gets a hand on it, it's going to go a couple rows deep. Down below us to our right, on the visitor side of the bleachers, 9-7 Warrenton. Serve from Annett. Mallor high in the air, almost touches the rafters. Janicek back to Mallor on the return. Lions, Jasmine, jumped over by O'Brien, and the battle won at the net by the Braves, back within one at 9-8. Shook comes out for the Braves, the libero. Janicek will serve. Janicek serve to Lyons, far back corner. Turned by Kimber Paris, far side for the point. 10-8 Warrenton. I believe the score should be 10-8. Yeah, now it's fixed. Serve from Lyons to libero for Warrenton, returned by Mallor, and it to Lyons. Battle up the net. It's going to be won by the Braves, hitting air on Kimber Ferris for Warrenton. 10-9, side out back to the Braves. Evie will come out, replaced by Bogroff. Ava in to serve, sat out most of her junior year last year due to a knee injury. Serve is to Annett for Warrenton, over the top. Lyman O'Brien for the point for Warrenton, 11-9. Over the top of the near side of the Braves front row, coming in to replace Jasmine is Kiki Olsen. Jump serve from O'Brien. Janicek into the far side of the net. Took a bad angle, and Braves unable to pull it back, 12-9. Again, long jump serve for Lyndon O'Brien. Janicek high into the air. King, Mallor on the return. Far side, coming up short is Kimber Paris for Warrenton, 12-10. Side out back to Banks. McCraw will come in to replace Donnelly. Serve from McCraw. Lyons to Emma Smith, returned by Warrenton. Bogroff gets it across for the Braves, back to Emma Smith. O'Brien, returned by Annett for the Warriors. McCraw. King able to dump it over, and gets off the side of the hand of Kiki Olsen, far side of the Warrenton front row, coming in for the Warriors, number 16, Melina Herrera, replacing Paris. (12-11) Braves within one. The serve from McCraw, returned for the kill by Jamie Annett. 18-11 Warrenton. Serve from Herrera, misplayed by Mallor, but Braves coming up just short off the effort from Bogroff, but again, unforced errors led to that defensive issue. 14-11. Warrenton, the serve from Herrera. Mallor to McCraw, returned by King on the side. Warrenton's going to hit it almost all the way to the top of the bleachers on the far side of the home section. 14-12, side out back to Banks and Lauren Jansen. Long walk to the service line from the A left low block. And it's going to be misplayed by McCraw off the return from Warrenton, 15-12. Emma Smith will serve Maller. Misplays it right to McCraw. Janicek tried to push it across the net and pushed it into the top of the net instead. 16-12 Warrenton. Smith, Bogroff again misplays it, and past McCraw into the bottom of the net. It goes under the net. 17-12 timeout Banks. Again, Warrenton starting to gather some momentum. Mid to later stages of the second set, Warrenton 17, Banks 12. Will take a 30-second break and return after this from LaHaye's Custom Embroidery.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946. LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back 17-12 following the Braves timeout. Banks gets the side out after the serve from Warrenton goes long, 17-13. Serve from Marissa Herbert. Herrera plays it, probably would have went long. Lyons pulls it back off the line, returned by Herrera for Warrenton. Herbert to McCraw. King fly side, gets a touch from Herrera, and it's going to go out of play. 17-14, back-to-back points for the Braves. And it's an ace from Herbert, 17-15. Marissa Herbert, 17-16. Now into the match, number 5, Emma Jasmine. Serve from Herbert. Jasmine. Over by Emma O'Brien, or London O'Brien. McCraw. Returns out wide, timeout Warrenton. Banks has fought all the way back to tied at 17 with 5 straight points. Timeout Warrenton, we're tied at 17 in the second set. Warrenton up 1-0. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Main Street Pizza.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
And we're back tied at 17 in the second set. The serve from Melissa Herbert. Missing wide is Anich. 18-17. Braves take the lead late in the second set. 6 straight for the Braves. Serve from Herbert. O'Brien able to pull it back, returned by Lyons. McCraw. Shook. Lyons pops it up a little bit behind her. Coming to get it is O'Brien. Returned by Jasmine. Herbert to McCraw. Sets it up to Levy. Right to Lyons. O'Brien far side. And incredible effort from McCraw. Dumped over by Anik. Blocked. McCraw pulls it off the far side to King. Evie dumps it over. Popped up by Anik to Herrera. Return. McCraw. Back sets. Warrenton scrambling defensively. Lyons on the return. To Shook. Libero to Libero. McCraw near side. Punched over by Janicek. Near side front row. Anik off that. Diving is Shook. And comes up short, but nice effort on the volley that time from both teams. Tied at 18 in the second set. Serve from Emma Jasmine for Warrenton is long. And the Braves are getting a little bit better about being disciplined on some of those service errors from Warrenton. 19-18, regaining the 1-point lead late in the second set. Serve from McKenna King. Short, but makes it across. Returned by Anik. Maller to King. Near side, Janicek comes to get it. And spins across, turn it off the block attempt from Anik and Lucy Smith from Warrenton. 20-18, Braves up 2 late in the second. King from a 90-degree angle to the net. Returned by Anik. Maller to Donnelly. Evie on the return block. Back to Evie. Back returned again. Lucy Smith. Battle at the net with Evie. Shook pulls it back away from the student section. Returned by the Braves. Warrenton. Shook digs it out of the back door. Maller. I thought that was too many hits. Third hit. Janicek tried to pull it back off the net. Side out back to Warrenton, 20-19. Braves trying to at least steal one in the second set. Jump serve from Anik. Maller to King. Returned by Shook, but wide. To the near side in front of the Warrenton bench. Tied at 20. Again, Anik from the baseline. Jump serve, a couple of rows deep, and King, I'm not sure, racing in from somewhere with a smile on her face, and wisely lets that one go. 21-20, tight in the second set. Side out back to Banks. Janicek to serve. Lions really came together with Kimber Paris, 22-20, as Lyons misplays it. (22-20) Braves. Second set. The serve from Janicek. Lyons. To Jasmine, punched over by Lucy Smith. King, blocked. Braves ready for it. Off the return from Jansen. Warrenton back across the net. Evie to Jasmine to Lyons for Warrenton. Returned by Anik. It is finding a hole near back corner. Nobody home, and it's 22-21. Side out back for Warrenton. Serve from Lyons. White shirt, purple number for the Warrenton libero. Is played by Maller. Evie to Donnelly, far side. Warrenton is there, returned by... and Maller with diving to the floor. Nice job by Jansen to come up with the return. Dumping it over for Warrenton, Emma Smith. Donnelly Pulls it back away from the far sideline on the return. Jasmine. On the return, Herrera. Mallard starts to chase it down, thinks wiser of it, and pulls back just in time. 23-21 as it goes just wide near the student section. 23-21. Braves up 2 late in the second. Serve from Shook to Annett. Put back from scores table by O'Brien. Returned by Warrenton. King far side. The bank stumped over by Mallard. Lyons dives to the floor. Emma Smith returned by Herrera. Janicek to King. Sets it up for Mallard. Jumps it over the top. Herrera gets there late to keep it off the floor. Returned by O'Brien. Down the near sideline. Played beautifully. 23-22. Saw that back to Warrenton and Emma and London O'Brien. Back in for Warrenton. Kiki Olsing replacing Jasmine. Janicek off the serve from O'Brien. King sets it up for Mallard. Well short. Didn't get any air underneath it and just kind of flat-footed, tried to come up with the return across the net, and well short, tied at 23, timeout Banks. We'll take a 30-second break and return after this from Scoggins Creek Coffee. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. Now we're back tied at 23 in the second set. Warrenton the serve. London O'Brien. Serve is off the top of the net, returned by Jansen, and off the top of the net, off the return from Janicek, works just like a lob. And Warrenton comes up with the kill now, up 24-23 in the second. Again, the jump serve from O'Brien. Janicek to King near side. Sets it up for Mallard. Would have went long, but Lyons played it. Returned by Annett into the net. Tied at 24. Connolly will come out. McCraw will serve for the Braves. Serving just a couple of inches long. 25-24, Warrenton serving for the second set victory. The serve from Herrera. Jansen misplays it. Shook. Returned by Mallard. Lyons for Warrenton. O'Brien sets it up far side. Annett. Mallard tries to come up with the block, and she hits the floor, grabbing her left ankle. I think she's hurt. She's going to get up under her own power, but not putting very much weight on that left ankle. Warrenton with the second set victory, 26-24. We'll take a 2-minute break and hope Jordan Mallard is okay. Hopefully she'll be able to return for the third set. We'll be back in 2 minutes after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
At Wana Credit Union, every individual is unique, with different needs, different wants, and different goals. This is who we are, and we live here. Our families live here. Our friends live here. This is our home, because to us, you're not a number. You're an individual. Wana Credit Union. Individuals welcome.
In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164.
And we're back, start of the third set, coming out of the break. Banks trailing 2-0, 18-25, 24-26. More importantly, Jordan Maller on the last point of the second set fell, clutching her left ankle and had to come out of the match. She is not in the huddle with her team to start the third set. Banks will have the serve to start the third set down. 2-0 football tomorrow night, making the long 3-hour drive to Syahuslav, Florence. Banks coming off of an emotional 21-14 win last week at Top Rank Kennedy of Mount Angel. Jordan Maller, with her left ankle taped, is going to sit on the floor and try to keep it elevated on the bottom row of bleachers behind the chairs representing the Banks bench. To the right of the scores table as Diana Herb is meeting with near-side referee Joyce Phillips. Try to be on the air tomorrow night at 6:45. District 1 and Mountain Valley Conference have been playing kind of a showcase against the two leagues. This time last year was Banks at Pleasant Hill, was kind of hoping maybe those two teams would play at Banks this year, but Banks again going on the road this time to Florence. Last week it was Harrisburg at Rainier. North Marion went to Pleasant Hill earlier in the season. Valley Catholic played Harrisburg early in the season before the start of league play, and will finish this season with a home game against Elmira, another Mountain Valley Conference team. Sisters Elmira and Siuslaw, the top three out of the Mountain Valley Conference, representing the south end of the Willamette Valley, Eugene area, 3A District 1. For 3A District 1, represented by Banks, Kennedy, and Warrenton, the top three. First serve from McCraw is going to be returned by Warrenton just inside the near side line, and it's 1-0. Side out back to the Warriors, and Emma O'Brien to start the rotation for Warrenton. And her serve comes up short into the center of the net, tied at 1. Yamhill Carleton and Warrenton will battle for the third spot. Yamhill Carleton could also get in as an at-large if they continue to win. Shook and Jansen keep it off the floor, but keep hitting it the opposite way of the net, passing it or just hitting it to each other near the back wall on the west end. 2-1 Warrenton. Serve from Herrera, far side to Jansen. McCraw, King to Herrera off the return. And it on the return for Warrenton. Herrera gets it back across for Warrenton. King sets up Donnelly far side. Angles it beautifully right down the line. Tied at 2. Kenna King will serve for the Braves, tied at 2. Shook comes out. Serve from King is played by Annett. From O'Brien. Nice effort from Jansen. Gets it to McCraw. Returned by King far side. O'Brien sets up Emma Smith and returns it wide near back corner. 3-2. Side out for Braves with the lead early in the third set. Down 2-0. Serve from King, far side to Annett. This time O'Brien back sets to Kiki Olsen, returned by King to the Braves. Lions. O'Brien sets up Annett, dumps it over the top. Donnelly plays it late though. Returned by Evie. Lions dives to the floor. O'Brien back sets to Olsen. King is there near side. For the Braves, McCraw returned by Jansen. Lions. O'Brien. And that should have been 4 hits for Warrenton, but Braves play it. Officials say play on, returned by Janicek. Nice effort sliding on a knee is King, and that time she's going to come up short. Tied at 3 in the third set. Emma Smith will serve for the Warriors. Low, but across to Jansen, returned by Janicek for the Braves. O'Brien, and it on the return, Janicek to McCraw, back sets to Donnelly, far side. And just long, I thought Emma Smith may have got a hand on it, but officials say no touch, 4-3. Warrenton back with the lead. Serve from Emma Smith. Evie sets it across through the block of Kiki Olsen and Lucy Smith. Tied at 4. Donnelly comes out. Herbert will come in to serve. serve from Herbert. Low to Lyons. O'Brien sets up Annett. It's going to go into the Warrenton section to my left off the effort from McKenna King. Side out back to Warrenton leading 5-4. So from Emma Jasmine, returned by Janicek, block. King comes up to get it. McCraw back to Donnelly on the return, or Herbert on the return. McCraw sets it across. And Jasmine comes up short into the net as Lucy Smith high into the air, unable to pull it back from the net, at the net, and didn't leave any room for Jasmine. Again, we're tied at 5. Side out to Janicek. Right hand delivery to Herrera. Jasmine back sets, and coming up short is Annett. 6-5 Braves regain the lead. Second serve from Janicek just inside the left low block. Herrera. O'Brien on the return to Janicek. King from the student section. Returned by Evie. Lyons. Jasmine back sets. Returned by Jansen. And Warrenton watches it nearly hit the net pole. 7-5. Jocelyn Janicek with her third straight serve. Low, and didn't get enough air underneath it, kind of mistimed the connection with her right hand, and 7-6 on the service to air back to Warrenton and Annett. Jump serve for Annett from Warrenton. Battle with the net is won by Lucy Smith against McCraw, tied at 7. Again, the jump serve from Annett, short to Jansen, gets it back to McCraw. Annett just punches at it and knocks it into her own bench. Banks regains the lead, 8-7. It's like this third and what could be final set might go back and forth the entire way. Evie comes out, Shook will come in to serve and for defensive purposes. Braves libero, Lyons probably should have let that one go, but it's going to be returned by Annett. Shook takes it away from Herbert. McCraw returned by King. Held out by Annett for Warrenton. Returned by the Warriors. McCraw sets up Jansen. Lyons punches it into the air. Jasmine returned by Harris now into the match for Warrenton. McCraw. Shook to the Braves. O'Brien to Jasmine. Returned by Lyons. Jansen gets it back from King. On the return, able to avoid the net. Out of the back row, Anna for Warrenton. Pass in front of the diving effort from Janicek. Tied at 8, back to Warrenton. JV section for the Warriors now making a lot of noise as they get the side out. Serve from the libero, Lyons for Warrenton. Jansen to McCraw, Shook on the return for Banks. Jasmine, Paris on the return on the fill, right in front of the back row. Braves back row played up for defensive purposes, and Warrenton regains the lead at 9-8. Again, the serve from Lyons. McCraw. King near side. Annett far back corner. Jasmine sets it up for O'Brien, but wide in front of the bench. Near side, tied at 9. from McCraw to Annett. Dumped over by Emma Smith for Warrenton. McCraw. King. Played into the net. 10-9 Warrenton. Side out back for the Warriors. London O'Brien to serve for Warrenton. Again, from the transparent B in the navy blue baseline to the east end of the court. And Janicek got mispositioned, tried to play it, and right in front of Shook, and Shook tried to apologize to Kendall, and Kendall says, no, that's my bad, and this time O'Brien comes up short. After Warrenton had just gained a 2-point lead, London O'Brien comes up short to pull the Braves back within one, 11-10, and Jansen to serve. Lions. To O'Brien, and it on the return for Warrenton. Janicek. Across, sets up Donnelly, racing up towards the net, kind of underhands it back across. And battle at the net. Won by Donnelly and King on the far side of the Braves front row. Tied at 11. Serve from Jansen. Lions, low. Gets it to O'Brien, returned by Paris. Donnelly, far side for the Braves. King dumps it over. Warrenton wanting a hitting error against the Braves. They didn't make contact, but no, nothing called. Jansen hits it short, and maybe Rasheed Wallace back in the early 2000s for the Blazers would have said ball don't lie if you're a Warrenton fan, and maybe kind of proved it. 12-11, Warrenton regains the lead after Jansen comes up short. Serve from Herrera, far side. Shook. McCraw to Janicek. Too long. 13-11, Warrenton. And if either team gets more than a 2-point lead in this third set, we may see a timeout, especially if it's Warrenton with already a 2-set lead. Herrera the serve. Again deep. From the navy blue baseline, returned by Shook. Lions. O'Brien able to pull it back off the net, and it Janicek for the Braves. McCraw dumped over by King. Herrera, far back corner for Warrenton, returned by Anna. Diving to the floor is Jansen. McCraw gets to it, but one hands it into the bottom of the net. Braves can't pull it back. 14-11. No timeout yet coming from Diana Hurd. Again, Herrera's attempt is across. Shook. King and McCraw nearly come together. O'Brien sets it up for Olsen. Janicek gets it back from McCraw. A blocked at the net by Olsen and Emma Smith. 15-11, and we have a Braves timeout. Third set, Warrenton creating a little distance midway through the third with a 4-point lead. Warrenton 15, Banks 11, already at 2-0, 25-18, 26-24. We'll take a 30-second break and return after this from Westside Mobile Media.
Westside Mobile Media is home to Westside's greatest hits. Great top 40 hits from the 70s to today with artists like the Bee Gees, Madonna, Billy Joel, Cyndi Lauper, Whitney Houston, Elton John, NSYNC, Jennifer Lopez, Imagine Dragons, Adele, and more. Local news, sports, and weather updates for Portland's Westside and live broadcasts of Banks High School athletics. Check us out at westsidesgreatesthits.com for advertising opportunities. Email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com or call 971-330-8122.
And we're back, 15-11, Warrenton in the third set, up 2-0, 25-18, 26-24. Herrera to serve for the Warriors. Trying to keep pace, keep at least a match. Back up forward, and it's an ace for Herrera. Janicek pulled back and let it go. Thought it was going to be long. 16-11 Warriors. serve from Herrera. Shook out of the back row. McCraw. Returned by Jansen. Far back corner to Annett. Returned by Olsen for Warrenton. Shook. McCraw sets it up for Evie, center of the front row. Dug out by Herrera. Into the bottom of the net. And O'Brien can't pull it back. 16-12. Side out back to the Braves. Shook will come out. After Sayusla tomorrow, final 2 weeks of the season will be home against Valley Catholic and then at Warrenton for Braves football. As we're going to get a hitting there on Warrenton back-to-back points for the Braves. Still trailing though 16-13. Serve from McKenna King, a short off the top of the net. Annett. O'Brien, returned by Lyons for Warrenton. McCraw, dumped over by Evie. Olsen gets it back off the back set from O'Brien. There it is. Not the ace, but perfect spot in the back row. 17-13, so Braves able to make a little bit of a run, but still trailing by 4. And the side out to Warrenton as we're starting to get late in the third. Banks trailing 2-0. But we may have another timeout. Natalie, not Natalie, Diana heard Natalie helped coach a couple of seasons ago. And Warrenton did not get the signal to go ahead for the serve, and so the serve from Emma Smith will not count as the Braves we're working on a substitution with the near side referee Joyce Phillips. Herbert will serve. (17-14) Braves in the third set, or Braves trailing in the third set. Jamie Annett talking with the far side referee Debbie Hussey, and now Joyce Phillips comes to join the discussion. Now Joyce Phillips will explain the situation to Warrenton head coach Kimberly Nichols. Kimberly Nichols seems to be okay with the explanation from the official, but turns to one of her assistants and continues the discussion as it's an ace from Marissa Herbert as Lyons misplays it a couple of rows behind the Warrenton bench, and now Banks again with back-to-back points within 2 at 17-15. And the serve from Herbert. And it was played by King right to Jansen, but she wasn't ready for it. 18-15. Right out back to them. The serve from Jasmine for Warrenton. Returned by Janice at far side to Herrera, far back corner. Dumped over by O'Brien. Janice at King got it to the goal. Herrera hits it into the bottom of the net and under, raising the bottom of the net. 18-16. Side out back to Banks. Serve from Janicek. Herrera far side. Coming to get it, it's Jasmine. Returned by O'Brien. And long. Warrenton calling for a touch. They're not going to get it. 18-17. Again, the serve from Janicek. Lions. Jasmine back sets to Anna. Block. McCraw tracks it down. Returned by Evie. Lions out of the back row for Warrenton. Jasmine dumps it over. Janicek dives to the floor. Evie keeps it off. Returned by McCraw far side. Jasmine catches the Braves off guard, returning it on the first touch. Returned by the Braves. Dug high into the air by Herrera. Dumped over by O'Brien. McCraw far side. Evie on the return. Jasmine. The Lions. A return by Annett. Wide. Very close. And it's going to be just wide to the near side in front of the Braves bench. Texas come all the way back to tie it at 18. Serve from Janicek. Lions. For Warrenton. Jasmine sets it up for O'Brien far side. Janicek dives in front to King and coming up for the River. Side out back to Warrenton in a 19-18 lead late in the third. Harris working in for Herrera. And it will serve. And short into the top of the net out of 19. Evie will come out. Shook. Her serve is going to be just long. 20-19. Back to Warrenton. Teams trading service errors. So from Lions, Janicek goes to an E. McCraw sets up King. Harris keeps it alive, dumped over by Emma Smith. Janicek. McCraw, returned by Shook. Lions. Jasmine sets it up for O'Brien. Block. Emma Smith returned by Anna. Shook for her side. To McCraw. Sets it up for King. Lions and Anna come together. Returned by Emma Smith. Jansen. Gets it back from King. Block. King. Returned by Jansen. Incredible play off the net. Annick. Jasmine sets it up for Paris far side. Wide! In front of the Braves bench. Incredible effort from the Braves to come back and battle for the point, tied at 20. Herbert will come out. McCraw to serve. McCraw. Jasmine able to hold it back off the net. Lions late on the return. Janicek. McCraw sets it up for Jansen. Lions with an incredible one-handed return. Catches the Braves defense off guard. 21-20. Side out back to Warrenton. O'Brien will serve from the transparent B. Can't serve. Shook misplays it. And it's going to go over to the corner of the bleachers by the student section. 22-20 Warrenton. O'Brien. Janicek pulls it back from one bench. Returned by King. Lions. O'Brien sets it up for Annett off the top of the net. Janicek dives and it's going to hit the floor. 23-20 Warrenton. Yeah, the timeout bench. Yeah, I had a feeling that if Warrenton got up 3 late, that Banks might need to figure some things out. They've fought hard all match, but against a much more talented Warrenton team, They've cut down the errors, but trailing by 3 in the third set, down 2-0. 23-20 Warrenton in the third. Will take a 30-second break.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And this time the serve from O'Brien is long, 23-21. Side out back to the Braves. The serve from Jansen. Lions to O'Brien. Returned by Emma Smith. Shook for the Braves to McCraw. Sets up King. Popped up by Annett. Coming to get it is O'Brien. Lions on the return. King to McCraw. Sets up Janis up on the side. Dumps it over. But O'Brien is there. Lions to Annett far back corner. That's going to hit the back wall. Way too much. And Braves back within one at 23-22. Again, Lauren Jansen to serve. A step below the left low block. That's going to go long. And Warrenton with match point at 24-22 in the third. Herrera to serve for the match for Warrenton. On the baseline. Shook. To McCraw, sets it up to Janicek. Angled to Herrera, far back corner. And O'Brien pulls it back off the net, but into the scores table. 24-23. Shook will come out. King will serve for the Braves. Lions played it late. Probably shouldn't have, but gets it to Annett. Emma Smith to Jansen. McCraw sets it up for Janicek on the return. Herrera. O'Brien sets it up for Annett. Too much for McKenna King. Warrenton with a hard-fought 3-set victory. Love the effort tonight from the Braves, but only 3 seniors and only 3 wins in league on the season. They'll drop to 3-7 with 2 matches left. One of those matches will be Rainier on senior night. We'll have football on the air tomorrow night at 6:45. Granted, we have safe travels and no equipment issues in Florence. Hope to be on the air at 6:45. Hope to have you join us then. Warrenton with a 3-set victory tonight. 25, 18, 26, 24, 25, 23. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's match despite the outcome, and hope to have you join us tomorrow night from Sayusla High School in Florence, home of the Vikings. Hope you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. We'll be back with you Friday night for football. Good night, and God bless.